And what a match this is going to be between John Cena and Logan Paul. John Cena has traveled all over the world and has been the face of WWE for over 20 years. But somehow, this is John Cena's first match in France. And John Cena was so excited for Clash in Paris because he saw what Backlash was like last year and got to see how the fans reacted and knew he had to get involved. And now he does. And this should be very interesting. Logan Paul asked for this match. Now the question is Logan Paul going to sink or swim when it comes to going head-to-head with the Never Seen 17? Let's not forget Logan Paul, John Cena, Jey Uso, final three in this year's Royal Rumble. Logan Paul was the first of the three eliminated, and of course, Jey would go on to win the World Championship, and John Cena would eventually get his shot would have to go to the Elimination Chamber where he would end up winning the WWE Championship. But John Cena has had quite a whirlwind of emotions during his farewell tour, from hating people to loving people to, it's been a whole mix of emotions. And we saw him apologize to the kid who he broke his heart. He broke that kid's heart single-handedly, calling that one specific kid out in the John Cena merch in Belgium earlier this year. That was back in March. And it only took a few months, but, it took a few months, might I say. But John Cena finally apologized to that kid, giving that kid a moment that he'll never forget. Meanwhile, this is one of John Cena's final PLE matches before the farewell tour is all set and done. Meanwhile, John Cena is taking quite a few blows from Logan Paul. Let's not forget Logan Paul has that titanium plated fist that he uses to call his one lucky punch. And right now, Logan Paul is doing a lot of showboating. I don't know how wise that is for Logan Paul, considering John Cena is the veteran in this match. John Cena has done this a lot longer than Logan Paul. Logan Paul was hardly in school when John Cena started in pro wrestling. Once upon a time, John Cena was a prototype, and here we are 17 world championships later, and John Cena can call himself the greatest of all time. Oh, did the monkey flip, but Logan Paul landed on his feet. Great athleticism from Paul, who responds with a big boot to take out Cena. I think Logan Paul just showed that how impressed he was by what he just did. Imagine being that cocky that you're impressed with your own work. I mean, there's a level to it. There's a bit like, wow, I did a great job. And you being confident in yourself and what you do. But Logan Paul takes that to a level and it's max. And it's not not a good thing, because it can get to your head. Logan Paul needs to stay focused on Cena. What an uppercut by Logan Paul. And John Cena, really called out Logan Paul on Friday, saying you're not even in the top 25 content creators. Mentioning the likes of iShowSpeed, Kai Cenat. We saw them at the Royal Rumble. But for Logan Paul, he truly had, you got to give credit where credit is due for Logan Paul. He has gone from being somebody who was just making an appearance in WWE as an influencer to be a special guest to being a full-blown WWE superstar with a contract, including winning a championship. A former United States champion is Logan Paul. Meanwhile, Cena with his clubbing blows to Logan Paul. Paul gets the boot up after that Irish whip into the opposite corner. And a nice blockbuster lays out Cena. And Paul immediately responds with a pinfall, but only enough for two. Logan Paul thought he had it right there, but Cena able to kick out. Logan Paul has got to stay on the ball right now. He cannot let his emotions get to him. And who better to call this than senior official Chad Patton, who's called some of the greatest matches in WWE history. Great senior official. And now just absolutely insulting the crowd in Paris at the La Défense Arena. Look at the power of Paul with that standing vertical suplex. And Cena gets the shoulder up at 2. Logan Paul is a well-rounded athlete. The agility, the strength. It's just absolutely incredible the things he is able to do inside the ring. There are no limits to what Logan Paul is able to do. Still, this early in his career, he's hardly 30, and he's doing some of the most incredible things that this world of professional wrestling has ever seen. Hyping up John Cena is the WWE Universe. Cena soaking all of it in. Logan Paul counters. And a gut wrench lays out Cena. Now goes for the cover. Cena kicks at it too. Logan Paul, pulling out a few different tricks in the bag. And that's important, especially when you have a big match like this. You got to figure out new ways to step up your game. And for Logan Paul, that's what we're seeing. Every time he gets in the ring, he just gets better and better. Huge uppercut. And a cover by Logan Paul that was very disrespectful to Cena. Technically, if the official had seen it, it would have been a rope break. But the official was focused on the shoulders and not the fact that Logan Paul's hand was on the top rope. But with that being said, Logan Paul still maintains his focus on John Cena. Logan Paul is a future world champion. Whether you like it or not, Logan Paul is that guy. You can give him all the hate in the world. I can tell you what, John Cena just gave some hate with a massive clothesline that just laid out Logan Paul. But it took a lot out of him in the process. Let's get another look at this. That clothesline as John Cena exploded out of the corner. He's out of it too. John Cena trying to hype himself up. Well, with the help of the WWE Universe. That is extremely electric and making John Cena's experience in France the best. John Cena is starting to pick up the pace, starting to build up the momentum, and we know what comes next. And looking for that 5-knuckle shuffle to Logan Paul, and here it comes. And a 5-knuckle shuffle lays out Paul. Logan Paul. Oh, Cena was looking for the attitude adjustment, but Logan Paul makes his way over to the apron. And shoulder to the midsection. We've seen this before. We know what's coming from Paul. And that lariat lays out Cena. And talk about a buckshot. Laying out John Cena. Let's get another shot of this. Absolutely incredible from Cena. Well, from Logan Paul to Cena, that being. But what's next for Logan Paul? Where does he go? I think we're about to have our answer as Logan Paul starts to climb his way up to the top. Logan Paul looking to fly, but Cena gets the knees up. John Cena gets the knees up, and it could be over for Logan Paul. The attitude adjustment, that's it. Oh! Logan Paul just kicked out of the attitude adjustment. Let's get another look at this. All the weight of Logan Paul comes crashing down and meets the knees of John Cena. John Cena connects with a picture-perfect attitude adjustment, but Logan Paul kicks out just barely before the 3. You gotta wonder what it's gonna take. John Cena perhaps looking for another attitude adjustment to put away Logan Paul. Logan Paul this time lands on his feet. Look at this. An octopus lock. Don't see this too often from Logan Paul. Nice addition to the playbook of Logan Paul. Must be doing some tape studying because that was made famous by Antonio Inoki. And John Cena with the STF. And Cena has the STF on Logan Paul. Logan Paul's eyes were bulging for a second. Writhing in pain, begging. Will Paul be forced to tap? Or will he scratch and claw his way to the bottom rope? And Paul makes it the bottom rope, but Cena pulls Paul back. Paul kicks back at Cena into the corner, though, to fight free. John gets the boots up. John Cena with a tornado DDT. And now Logan Paul just got set on the top of his head. And both superstars truly bringing the fight to each other, pulling out all the stops, bringing all the tricks out of the bag. Who is going to take it all? Once upon a time, John Cena had a plan to ruin wrestling. But John Cena said to Logan Paul, You're either going to ruin wrestling or wrestling is going to ruin you. Basically saying, you're not good enough to ruin wrestling, and I'm not going to let it happen. Laying out John Cena, but John Cena kicking at it too. Truly seeing the exhaustion on display from these two after what has been so far a grueling matchup. Living up to the expectations that we would hope that a match like this would be. A young star like Logan Paul, who has come from the world of social media and proven all the haters wrong each and every time he stepped inside the squared circle. Was looking for that shot, the one lucky punch. But here comes Cena with the shoulder tackles. Paul counters. Logan Paul. What a great shot from Paul. Zigzag rocking Cena. Bow! Cena got rocked back. Logan Paul really digging deep. This is how you evolve. This is how you get better in this business. You watch what works and you add it. You incorporate it into your field. And when you execute it properly and you know that it works, that is something that you keep doing. Went for it again, but Logan Paul got caught. Perhaps an end of days for Logan Paul. Logan Paul got caught by Cena after getting caught up on that second attempt at that slingshot lariat. John Cena learned from the first time. This time, it didn't connect. Father Time catches up to everybody, and John Cena knows his time is limited. But with what he has left, he brings the fight each time he is set to compete inside the squared circle. And this match has been no different. Meanwhile, Headringer catches Cena up on the top rope. Logan Paul looking to head up to the top once more. First time did not work out. Cena got the knees up the first time. A nice swanton there from Logan Paul and a standing moonsault. And again, Cena finds the willpower to kick out. Logan Paul's eyes widened. That tells the story, the expression on his face of disbelief that John Cena, I think Logan Paul may have just said that John Cena is the real deal. It's crazy to think that very early in Logan Paul's run with the WWE that he challenged Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. Here we are a few years later challenging John Cena at the end of John Cena's career. In one of John Cena's final matches. And now, having control of the pace is the Maverick Logan Paul as he measures up the never seen 17. Logan Paul looking to put this to bed. Cena fights back up to his feet. John Cena gets out of the way. What in the world is John Cena thinking? Oh my God. And Paul gets planted. And Cena hooks the leg. But just before the threat, that was really close. That was actually really close. That double underhook face plant. Wasn't sure what move John Cena was going to pull out of the bag, but we surely found out. John Cena trying to fight through to capitalize on the situation, and both men have taken each other to their limits. Headbutt from Cena. Logan Paul returns the favor with a right. And that heavy right from Paul. Logan Paul with that background in boxing may be the difference maker in trading hands with Cena. Oh, that got Cena winded in the midsection as Logan Paul goes with a cover and Cena kicked out. John Cena looking for his 99th PLE win. Look at where he landed, that uppercut on the midsection of Cena. The exhaustion in Logan Paul is setting in. It seems Logan Paul may have a bloody nose or something. There's blood somewhere. And now that titanium loaded fist could be coming from Paul very shortly. Now it's Paul coming with shoulder tackles of his own. We've already seen that Logan Paul's been studying the greats from the new tricks he's been pulling out of the bag in this match. And this could be more devastating than Cena's with that titanium plated fist. But don't waste too much time with the showboating and the mockery, because it could come back to bite you. And boos for Logan Paul, and there are signs saying Logan Paul is a parasite. Logan Paul wasted too much time. Cena with the AA. Oh! And another attitude adjustment. The second time Cena's connected with an AA on Logan Paul. And once again, Logan Paul has kicked out. How in the world is Logan Paul finding a way to kick out? An absolutely impressive showing from both of these men. Well, John Cena's had that, big match John sang for him. But Logan Paul just impresses me more and more every time. And a headbutt to Paul. And Cena with a headbutt to Paul. Up. John Cena Hurricane Rana to Paul. And look at this. Code Red. And a cover. But Paul kicks out in the nick of time. Look at this. Code Red. What a display that we're seeing. This is what it means to be the best of the best in this industry. On both ends of the spectrum. Somebody who still has their best years to come, and somebody whose year is about to end in a farewell. Cena with another AA attempt for the third. Looking for a third attitude adjustment in this match. One lucky punch. That wicked right for the victory, but it isn't enough to keep Cena down for the 3. What a right to Cena. But that one lucky punch just wasn't lucky enough to keep Cena down for 3. How much is left? I'm still wondering. How much do these two have left in the tank? The distance is insane. But where does the distance end? This match needs a winner. And Logan Paul kips back up to his feet, showing there's still fire left in him, showing there's still gas left in the tank. John Cena's still struggling. Perhaps Logan Paul looking to reign Cena's last rites with a frog splash. And Logan Paul looking to go double or nothing. And a second frog splash. But Cena somehow survives. The exhaustion continues. The blood, the sweat, the tears. There's this always been this never say die attitude about John Cena, and Logan Paul is very well finding out what it's all about. And now looking to mock Cena with a 5-knuckle shuffle that's titanium plated. And now looking for an attitude adjustment to full-on disrespect Cena. Cena rolls through to counter. Look at this from Cena. Pulling a Styles Clash. One of his biggest rivals. Going back to 2016 to 2017. And Logan Paul somehow kicked out. AJ Styles and Cena and John Cena, they had one of the greatest rivalries. That was in AJ Styles' I don't want to say rookie year in WWE, but technically it was his first year with WWE. I mean, after years of traveling the world, winning over 50 championships, most notable for his time in TNA, for his time in Japan, and has, of course, become a staple here in the WWE for nearly a decade. But now it's Cena who lifts Logan Paul up. And now Cena heads up high with Logan Paul up on the top. Perhaps an avalanche attitude adjustment could be just what John Cena needs to close it all out. But Logan Paul fighting free and sending Cena off the top. And now Cena gets caught by Logan Paul gets caught by Cena. Cena rolled through. And Cena has Logan Paul for the third attitude adjustment. And Cena isn't done yet. Logan Paul with the right. Went for another one, but Cena ducked. With an AA. And that's it. And Cena's done it. What a match. These two put on an absolute clinic for the crowd here in Paris. What a performance. Logan Paul. Like I keep saying, you can hate him all you want, but you gotta respect the fight that he put up against John Cena. But nonetheless, John Cena's victorious. Absolutely incredible. I'm mere speechless at the match we just saw between these two because of how incredible it was. And there's only so many words to describe the impeccable performance these two put on. Hats off to both of these men, especially John Cena, who picked up the victory. But like I said, you just can't deny the work that Logan Paul has put in, and only being 3 years into his career. And this is the type of performance he put up against John Cena, who's been doing this for over 20 years. Soak it in, folks, because the dates are running out. And with 3 months left to go on the farewell tour of John Cena, the time is running out for the Never Seen 17, John Cena.